Okay, guys, we got game number 1. It's going to be KraV against Starshaped. Starshaped needs a picture, and maybe we'll get Endars watching the chat to make that guy, stand in front of a whiteboard with a big smile and that big mane of his, and we'll get him on the screen. But anyway, we got game number 1 on Concealed Hill. It's going to be Undead versus Night Elf, KraV versus Starshaped. Let's go. Shh.
Oh!
You're just screaming into the... What's going on?
The Jewel Ghoul, baby, right off the bat.
Hells yeah. Okay, so KraV is going... Okay, guys. KraV is going straight for a... This has to be a double...
Ghoul.
This has to be a double crypt, and we see the Jewel Ghoul. Dude, we haven't seen a Jewel Ghoul in Dust League in forever.
Ages, yeah. Last time I saw a nice Jewel Ghoul was when Michael was playing against Sed. Oh, and the Jewel Ghoul coming into full play. Gonna cancel the Ancient War. So Starshaped is a player that always has a game plan, and KraV is a player that always tries to put a fork in that. And this is beautifully done because he knows Starshaped had something prepared. He knows that he had something prepared, and everything is off the table now because of this Ghoul.
It's all over. I wonder if you even go for like... Oh, he is going to still go for Keeper. I was going to say go for Warden or something. Because you know that a cheese might come in. And does KraV commit to the cheese? Or does he just play out standard from here with a can? Oh, he is going to go for the cheese, baby. We got Necropolis.
This could still indicate, though, that he just is lacking lumber and he's going to go into standard. Because the damage has been done, to be fair to him. This Ghoul is certainly worth it so far, canceling that Ancient War, so... He could go into standard, but certainly the cheese is still on the table, I would say, with that Necropolis.
Now, does Starshaped put down another AOW and try again with a little bit of delay, or does he just cancel that AOW? That's what I want to know. Because right now, the Keeper can't really creep. He's going to have to get Treants and then go maybe to the Turtles. But for now, he can't really creep. And this Ghoul, this Jewel Ghoul, has definitely paid for itself.
Can we get a Jewel Ghoul command in the chat for this man?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Who are the opponents? Don't ban me, please.
Crypt Lord. So Necropolis and a shop. We'll see if he wants to put down that second crypt. He's got to wait for a bit more wood. But right now, the Crypt Lord is actually going across the map. And did he kill the corpses? For Beetles?
Yeah.
Does he have Beetles? Yes, he does have Beetles first of all.
Going down the left side. Yeah, keep it going to the base because you can't really do much more if you're Starshaped. He's getting a Tree of Life and an Ancient War in the main base. And a second Ancient War, so... Okay, he's prepared for a lot of things here. He's got the 2 Ancient Wars to go into Mass Archers. He's got the Tree Life coming up to supplement that production. He's got the 2 Ancient Wars in the base to also defend against some sort of a cheese, which he doesn't know if there's a cheese yet or not, because there's no tech from KraV.
This does look like an expansion into Double Archers into Hippogriff Riders. That's what it would seem like, because I assume that Starshaped wanted to go for Mass Air on this map. It's very good for that. You can creep the expansion. You can really get your Fairy Dragons going. But in this case, he wants that double AOW. For one, if it is a fully committed cheese on 2 Crypt, he's prepared with the Archers. And if it isn't, then it's still a transitionable army. That's what I'm think. That's what I believe.
That's what I'm
very strong. I'm very strong in my think beliefs. Yeah.
The Tree of Life is very exposed. 3 Beetles, but of course, 1 Detonate could deal with all those. Is there a good enough surface area to spread the Beetles? I don't think there is, and even if there was, I don't think you can cancel it with just these. A lot of damage is going to be taken, and we talk all the time about how difficult this expansion is to creep, so the damage is not significant. You're going to have to eat a tree. You're going to have to wait before creeping with that Tree of Life. Because, yeah, a lot of damage. 800 damage on the Tree of Life, almost 900.
KraV going Crypt Lord, man, against Elf is so
fun,
man.
It seems obvious at this point because we saw him do it so much in, I believe it was DreamHack Regional Finals. We're so used to it that
but
this
it's
doesn't
still
even...
so weird.
It's weird, but yeah, we don't even bring it up anymore because this is just the KraV thing, right? It just seems like second nature now. Yeah, but KraV goes Crypt Lord against Night Elf pretty much every game.
He just plays Crypt Lord against everything now, though.
He just plays Crypt Lord, man. He just likes the Crypt Lord.
Blight Skull coming down. It looks like, yeah, he's not going to be able to expand. So I wonder what that Blight Skull is for. Maybe that's for a Tier 2 expand?
Perhaps. Perhaps to go for a big creep camp in the way of the lab early. He might throw it down right here, that sucker.
And right you are.
I'm good at this.
Right you are, Cotton. Yeah, that's amazing. Well done. So this is a big creep camp. It's going to give him 2.5. Starshaped just finally getting his level 2 now. And yeah, just pumping out the archers. Yep, pumping out those archers. And on tier 2, the Tree of Life walking over. This is perfect timing. Starshaped actually recovering very well, because now we can go with Tree Ants with all these archers. You can creep this up with the Tree of Life, and bam.
Bam.
Expansion.
And you know what? The Gargs are preemptively countered, and there's 2 Crips. You know, the Gargs do have something else to do on this map, which is take the red camps, the fountains. But they're not going to be able to fight the army straight up, at least for a while. The Impale is going to be great, especially with no mana burn currently, at least, for Starshaped. It's going to be great against the archers, but the Gargs certainly won't be.
Yeah, it does seem like KraV's kind of running himself into a wall. He's kind of getting hard countered with every strat that he's kind of investing in. Wisp going down pretty early, but yeah, these archers kind of counter everything you want to do, and the transitions are there. Like I said earlier, there's so many archers, and obviously this is going to be the play, because this is such a huge commitment to archers that, you know, it'd be weird if you made lores.
Yeah, for sure. It would be weird to transition maybe into a single lore later on. Oh, the
for Mountain Giants. Yeah, for Mountain Giants.
Yeah, one archer going to fall, a lot of damage being taken. This is what I'm talking about. You imagine when there's a big fight, when there's a mana pot on that Crypt Lord, and when there's still no mana burn, if you do go into mass archers, the Impale's going to be real rough. But there is going to be a Demon Hunter second for Starshaped, so that's going to be crucial against these Impales, because the archers almost died to a solo Crypt Lord there, all of them.
Yeah, this is almost completely reactionary from Starshaped. I really like it, too. Like, everything just completely reactionary. Okay, well, you're going to go Crypt Lord. Obviously, you're going to go DK second. Demon Hunter for me. I'm going to mana burn the hell out of you. You know, with the Jewel Ghoul, you can go with double Crypt, or obviously a Garg transition isn't uncommon either. I'm going to make archers totally versatile. This is just a really smart play. It's like Starshaped getting bamboozled, but then having, like, you've activated my trap card, you know?
Yeah, and you bet that Starshaped had a clear game plan at the beginning of this game before all this chaos ensued, right? You bet he knew something about KraV, and he was going to abuse that. Probably had something planned against this Crypt Lord specifically. And then a wrench got thrown in the gears, but he's still, yeah, like you say, he's transitioning well out of it. The gold mine potentially could be canceled by these 3 Gargs, but the archers are going to be split up. But the expansion is going to come up, it looks like, for KraV as well soon if he builds an Acolyte. I imagine he will go for a counter expansion.
Yeah, that would have to be the play, because right now you need, first of all, economy to figure out what you want to do in the late game, because these Gargs are not going to be long term, and you don't want to have to take fights with them. And the longer this goes, Starshape's going to want to take a fight with his Demon Hunter and the archers. So you have to get into a point where you have a good financial cover, but also units that can actually take fights around. Maybe he needs to close it up with the Skelly, I think. Oh no, he does have it closed up. Is it enough damage though? I don't think so. And now KraV's kind of running back. There's an entangle if he wants to get annoying.
Yeah, he could have maybe gone for an entangle on that Crippler, but there was, of course, always a coil. The Huntress Hall was being canceled a couple of times in the main base, which could be for upgrades or could be for that single lore we are talking about. The expansion not yet fully saturated. This one Wisp that built the moon well should go into that mine. Starshape, notice it, put it in. Oh, he does get it fully saturated. Nicely done. Very important. Very often do we see players forget about, you know, their 4th, their 5th Wisp in that Night Elf expansion. Starshape not going to do so. Going to repair up the gold mine, and he's looking to be in a great position. 3rd Ancient of War? 3rd Ancient of War. Okay.
All right, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be archers and maybe... Wait, he's got a Huntress Hall and Huntress Hall. No, in the main base, it's going to be Archer, Mountain Giant.
Possibly. We'll have to see. I think 1-2 Mountain Giants would be a great addition, but sometimes people just build archers, right?
True.
With upgrades. No tier 3 yet, though, either, for Starshaped. Should get it soon.
And normally this deters you from going mass archers because, like you said, the Impale is so good, but Starshape just kind of saying, nah, I'm just going to do it anyway. And
if he gets level 2 mana burn, I think he doesn't have to worry too much about that, but there's not a lot of creeps to be had to get that level 3 Demon Hunter.
And this is what you talked about, the big red camp, easy to expand, easy to creep out with the Gargs. And he's right outside his expansion if Starshape does try to make a play here. So very close to home and very good experience. He's not going to soak it all up with the DK though. Okay, interesting. Probably could have been an easy level 3. But obviously he wants everything to go up equally, so that's going to be a level 4 Crypt Lord.
Level 4 is great as well, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't get level 3 DK though from here. Certainly not. Certainly not.
With Valor. One archer falling to the creeps for Starshaped, but at least he's going to pick up the entirety of this red camp. Could maybe go to the fountain straight after this, and... Ooh, yeah, it will be nighttime, close to nighttime. Maybe he can heal up and then creep the next fountain, get Demon Hunter level 3. He's going to get Keeper level 4. If Starshape's given a little bit more time, he could be in a great position hero level-wise, army-wise. But if he gets caught out right now, one Impale, look at this. 2 quick ones. I already know I'm getting there in the perfect line.
Oh, no. And I think that's why KraV deviated right away, but he has a mana pot. He needs to get in a position. This could be huge.
The archers in the back. There could be 3-4 kills, maybe.
Crap.
Look at the Congo line.
Oh, man. Starshaped. He's got somebody watching over that boy, I'm telling you right now.
And his name is Jesus Christ.
And with the expansion, I didn't see that coming at all. With the expansion, you definitely want to go to the shop and get a heal scroll. Maybe 2 for Starshaped, because that's going to be your play, because the Impales are going to be really nuts, especially if Tier 3 comes in for KraV, which it is in right now, a Ghoul Frenzy and a Lich. The Impale Nova is going to be nuts on these archers.
Yeah, I'm very, very scared for the Shaped Man against these Impales and against the kiting. This army, great if your opponent stands still, the mass archers, right? Not so good if your opponent kites with Coil Nova Impale. Not so good if your opponent has lots of mana and just picks apart these archers one at a time. You really need to hold your ground with archers, get that damage off, and it doesn't look as though KraV is going to play a straight-up game. He's going to run around. He's going to play hit and run. He's going to try to get little bits of value. And Starshaped, just look at how these units have to move. It's like Brood War, right? Trying to move Dragoons across the map. Look at this.
Dragoons. Yeah, it is. It's just very clumpy. But if Starshaped can get a really nice concave and a good spread, then he can actually have a good engage here. And yeah, 2 heal scrolls being purchased by Starshaped. He's ready to fight. +2 attack on these archers, man. These are some strong archers. And the Lich is out, however, or soon it will be with Orb. So KraV just needs a little bit of time here. Just a little bit of time. But I think he might still be able to fight this without the Lich so far. But okay, he's actually going to buy out his time here.
So many archers, and they're +2 attack. No tier 3 for Starshaped. He's just literally going up to 70 supply archers as early as possible. And that point I was making earlier, where Starshaped needs to hold his ground to win a fight, pushing the expansion is the perfect way to get that fight. But look at the Impale, look at the Nova. Nice spread, but the Impale's still massive. The Nova to follow it up. The archers in. Everything's dying. Heal scroll being used. Is there enough damage? Follow up by Starshaped. There's still a bunch of archers standing strong.
Oh my!
Listen to all the
the Impale. The Impale knocked out like 80% of the army, just completely immobilized. And KraV is just running this army over with the Frenzy Ghouls.
Even supply somehow, but I imagine that's not going to be even for too long. Town Portal out, but honestly, Starshaped maybe could have Town Portaled out right away. All the Acolytes fell in the meantime, except for 1, by the way. Okay, the supplies are 50 for KraV.
Bro, he just lost
38.
16 archers. He just went down 32 supply. Wait, no, he's building some as well. That's even more. That's even more.
And KraV was down in supply. That's what I'm talking about. This Impale, you don't want to mess around with this Impale. This literally was 0 experience, I believe, before that fight. So this is 182 times 3 experience gained in archers that fight.
Oh, trying to go for that keeper. Scrolls. Trying to go for that keeper. Oh, trying to lock that in. He's still trying to lock that in. The keeper gets nuked now. Is there staff on the Demon Hunter? He does pass it. Really nice pass from Starshaped, but everything else is starting to die. And the Gargs that we said are going to get hard countered by these archers are just kind of having full reign in the air right now. The Treants are looking good. 1 destroyer could go a long way here.
Yeah, that could be nice, especially for those split attacks when he... Oh, yeah. KraV showing the power of the Crypt Lord against Night Elf, and especially against mass archers. Honestly, maybe Lores will be the right choice against this Crypt Lord for Starshaped, because that's what Foggy was doing when KraV was going Crypt Lord against him. I don't think archers are the right choice. I know you need to counter the Gargs effectively, but I think you got to bite the bullet and go for Dryads with the fast expansion and then go for Winds to counter the Gargs. I really do.
Yeah, archers, I mean, when you're going Frenzy Ghouls with Impale and Nova, it's kind of like, all right, bro, thank you.
Only 3 heroes, and KraV has been losing some units, to be fair to Starshaped. He's been picking some stuff, but the heroes are really just going to kill everything in the meantime. The Demon Hunter level 4. Okay, Starshaped holds. To be fair to him, Starshaped does hold at the end. Maybe KraV overcommitted a bit there, but the Keeper's still dead. and the hero levels are rising and rising and rising. The Lich is going to be level 3 soon, and the Crypt Lord's level 5, and the nuke is insane on these archers. Now, you need 4 heal scrolls if you Starshaped.
Yeah, and KraV's just going to continue to produce. I mean, he wants more statues. He's going to go home, get some mana pots. And, I mean, I assume he went level 3 Impale. Let me take a look. Yes, he did. Level 3 Impale, Carson.
That's a lot of damage, man. That's a heal scroll per 100 mana. But the fountain's still up for grabs. Crazy this is still up for grabs, but both players aware of this. Oh, and the archer's out of position. Oh, the demon hunter out of position. Oh, this is surrounded.
Oh,
Starshaped
no.
fight his way out. A lot of ghouls are going to fall. There is a potion. Could drop that parry up as well. Gonna drop both items. Nicely done by Starshaped. Oh, he's killing a lot of ghouls, but the demon hunter might not get out. The archer blocks it. Is there a coil? There's no coil. There's no nuke. And so many ghouls were committed to actually get it, but a couple of archers are going to be caught out of position now. Is there a mana pot? Imagine a mana pot on the Crypt Lord for an Impale now. But a couple more archers going to be caught out. That was a nice save by Starshaped. Dropping both those items is what saved his Demon Hunter there before using that potion.
I cannot believe he actually saved that demon. That was huge. Dropping the items was sick play, man.
I think that got him enough health because he got out of there with, what, like 80 health? 50 health? That might have been it.
He looked like a goner, though, for sure. But now this is going to give the camp back to KraV, and this is a huge camp. Big item,
Level
tons of
3
XP,
lich.
yeah.
A lot of things going right for KraV this game, though. Nice creepjack timings. The ghoul early game got lots of value. He got lots of archers in nice positionings, you know. The Gargs didn't get a ton of value, but he still found ways to make them at least annoying. Built the giant strength. Isn't too great, but now there's a mana pot on the Crypt Lord. Now there's Lich level 3. And there's like 3 Novas. Coil Nova on the Keeper. Only a heal scroll to save any of these heroes. And a staff on the Keeper himself. Oh, Coil. Another Nova, probably.
Lining up the Crypt Lord. He wants an Impale so bad. Oh, and he's going to get one, and it's actually an Impale right on the Keeper. No mana burn coming in the Keeper.
Staff, heal scroll. Staff could be passed. Starshaped saving his heroes beautifully. Staff will be used. Staff will be used. Is used very, very last second. Is it enough, though? The archer's very spread out, or not getting enough damage on a single target at a time. Destroyer up in the air now to deal with those summons like you pointed out earlier. And it looks as though KraV is going to win. He could just use his heroes at this point, and he lands a surround, too. The Keeper nowhere in position to buy another staff and get this Demon Hunter out, and the Demon Hunter will fall in game 1. Goes to the Crypt Lord player.
Beauty.
KraV.
Beauty, man.
Nicely
What a
done.
great game. That was so cool,
Yeah.
and we don't see these games a lot. I know we know that KraV likes to play this style with the Crypt Lord against Elf, but we don't see this a lot, man, and it's very interesting. KraV going to go up 1-0, but that was a wild game. Lots of meta there. The Jewel Ghoul right off the bat. Transition into, you know, Ghoul Garg, which against mass archers looks like a nightmare, but able to pull it off.
Yeah. Very nicely done. Very nicely done from both players, but the archers just seem to not be the right choice for Starshaped. Interested to see what adjustments he makes going into game 2. I really do think, although this is not a very studied style, of course, I think lures are the play against this Crypt Lord.
Yeah, because I mean, what do you do against like Dryad?
Exactly. What do you do against Dryads? What does the Crypt Lord accomplish if there is Dryads? Of course, they're not ideal to counter the Gargs. The archers are nicer to have against the Gargs, but you have to bite the bullet and counter one or the other. You got to counter the Crypt Lord. You got to counter the Gargs, and you can counter the Gargs with an expansion with wins later on. You can deal with them with units. Whereas, you know, if you're going mass archers against the Crypt Lord, we saw those Impales, man. We saw those Novas. Absolutely insane.
Here we're going to see what he's got. Game number 2, guys, is going to be on Last Refuge, Elf versus Undead. I love when the overlay just works right off the hop. Beauty.
Yeah, right side and everything, yeah.
Absolutely. I had to switch the data, but that doesn't matter because we got game number 2. KraV's looking good, man, and same strat. I love that he just plays Crypt Lord in every matchup. He just doesn't care, and he's figured out a way to beat Elf where, you know, on paper, dude, Crypt Lord against Elf is like... Remember when I said go Crypt Lord against Elf and everyone laughed at me?
And then Cruncher beat Hitman with it.
And then Cruncher beat Hitman. Yeah, like, yeah.
Changed history forever.
I don't want to say that I knew it, but I did. I took a lot of flack from that, though, guys. Everyone Everyone called me dumb for a long time. Cruncher still does.
Yeah, they still do. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But as long as you guys know, I was right.
The Starshaped play now is he's building an in-base Ancient of War. Is this an overreaction to a potential Jewel Ghoul? I doubt it on this map because it's very difficult to do anything with that early Ghoul on Last Refuge. But just a strange strategy, Cotton. And we'll see. The Keeper probably going to go across the map, most likely to deny a Tier 1 expansion. Actually, a Death Knight from KraV this game. So yeah, the Keeper maybe just going to go straight for harass. Starshaped going to bring a bunch of wisps across to deal with the Blight Skull with the skeletons and just have lots of archers ready to go. This is a nice hard counter to this fast expansion from KraV. Like, this is a call out from Starshaped. Straight call out.
What just happened to that wisp? Did you just build something by accident?
Well, I don't know.
All right, well, the Scout Wisp like exploded, like he canceled a building or something, like canceled a Moonwell.
Well, he might have done the trick, right? Yeah, he did the trick.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
shot
okay.
Trick, yeah, 21 out of 20. The extractor trick, as you say, you Warcraft nerd.
Yeah, so I did hear correctly then. If I recall correctly.
Moonwell from Starshaped actually pulling the creeps. Moonwell again. Bloodlust on everything now, and yep. That Wisp does go down, but delays enough. Starshaped is creeping this camp without an Ancient of War, pumping archers. He's going to have 4 archers by the time he comes across. Another Wisp coming in. I don't believe there's a snare off cooldown from these creeps quite yet.
Oh, good spread on the Skellies, too. He's only going to get 1, if anything.
So much is being invested in these buildings for Starshaped, though.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about the play. He wants to keep the Wisp here, but really, I mean, Deado 1 Skelly, it's still value. It's still value, and you know what's going on. I think he wants another rod. He wants, or he's actually delaying. You actually force the undead to take more damage when they don't build skellies. But he feeds the wisp for level 2. So yeah, the more skellies, less damage on the creeps, more attacks they do, more damage on your ghouls, right?
Yeah, that's been a lot of buildings because with that shop trick for the extra wisp, that's been 2 Moonwells and 2 shops built and canceled for Starshaped, 2 wisps falling as well. And Starshaped didn't really get anything out of it except for, of course, the 21 out of 20 supply for a little bit more lumber earlier. Didn't really get much out of it. Not a lot of delay done with those buildings. He didn't really grant himself any space. Now he's got level 2. Maybe he can even it up a little bit. Gonna go for that gold mine cancel, it seems. But KraV, with the fake out, is just teching. This guy's a madman, dude. He is honestly just so unique in that he thinks on his feet, on the ball, waterfall, just unbelievable, man. Could coil that wisp. Oh, a nice Moonwell dodging. Oh my god.
And he's gonna get the skellies with the Deado. And he gets the unbelievable play from Starshaped too, man. Both these guys are
really nicely done.
Playing so good. Wisp AFK though? Yeah, get on that tree. Okay.
And the run by for a potential expansion from Starshaped. We see the ghouls coming up for KraV. He was ready for every option here. And he's going to pull ahead in the tech because Starshaped is building Huntresses off 1 Ancient of War.
With no tech?
He's hard countering the expansion, but he got called out. He called out the call out, KraV.
Yeah, and the tech is so far behind, and KraV is just soaring into tier 2 at this point. He's going to be able to take this rest of his camp. That's going to be level 3, I think. I'm pretty sure. But the Keeper taking, the cheese from the bread. Potion of Greater Mana on the Keeper.
Yeah.
And both players are going to hit level 3.
Yeah, maybe the Keeper could find a timing to go into the main base. The tier 2 is about to finish soon for KraV, who is going into a second crypt for guards. Level 3 is accomplished. And the expansion, there it is. KraV finding it. It's going to go down. Staff. Starship trying to save it. Staff's on the wisp, but the coil to cancel it. Nicely done by KraV. And GG is called. KraV.
That was nuts. That was so nuts, man. He tries to staff back home and the wisp gets coiled. And I caught all of that, baby.